1, 2, 3. Not that complicated. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode
Hey y'all. Yeah.
of Not That Complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Period. What did it do? How's everyone? I hope everyone listening is having a swell time out there. Hope you're staying bundled up because I know a lot of places are getting a little chilly. Hopefully this means y'all asses will stay inside and stop going out because we are in a panoramic. So I'm gonna need y'all to sit the fuck down.
We're in a pomegranate. Like, stay home.
Fucking pandemonium, please.
Y'all
A
be
platonic.
y'all be drinking eggnog?
Fuck no.
I've had eggnog before. I think my favorite type of eggnog is the like an eggnog from a daiquiri shop.
Never had it. I love like eggnog.
It's not bad. It's not something like I have to have every holiday season. I don't like crave it throughout the year, but I'll drink it.
I can't wait to go in our cabin. We're gonna make s'mores. We're gonna have spiked eggnog. We're just gonna have fun, and we're gonna get in the hot tub. It's gonna be fun.
Y'all gonna get a what?
They have a hot tub at our cabin.
Oh, I thought you said a atub, and I was like,
Hot tub.
come again. Yeah, I got it now. I was like, come again? What exactly is that? I also thought you said an I-tip, and I was just like, what do you mean? So yeah, I was just all over the place with that one. But anyways, let's get into the icebreaker of the week.
All right. This one is about Disney Channel. Which, if you had to completely eliminate one, would you eliminate? This is between Disney Channel, High School Musical, Cheetah Girls, the whole series.
That's hard.
It's us being stuck because they both did two different things for me.
Literally. Do you know how
I
many
feel
High
like
School
they're
Musical
both
songs I
classics.
Do you know how many Cheetah Girl songs I know?
I'm not even gonna lie, I probably know more High School Musical songs than I know Cheetah Girls.
I'm the one.
I know,
Stepping out and I'm breaking all the rules.
and I didn't watch the last Cheetah Girls, the one with
But I know the songs from both because I'm into like knowing the words to stuff. So
That's not
hard.
the shade, but okay.
that one really was not. People that know me know like if I'm gonna sing a song, I'm gonna like know the words and stuff. So
That is so
I
hard.
feel like
I'm the only one who
it's
don't have
okay.
a dilemma.
I feel like because they both had such an impact on Disney Channel and our whole generation. Like the Cheetah Girls came through for the Black girls, for all different types of girls. And then you have High School Musical who
It was
came
just like
and had
next.
me want to run through the hallways at De La Salle.
That's true.
Like, it was just
At
I
De La
wanted my high
Salle.
school to be like High School Musical, but it wasn't.
literally.
But Cheetah Girls could sing High School Musical songs. High School Musical people can't do Cheetah Girls music.
I don't really think Cheetah Girls music was that groundbreaking. So
It was the fits for me.
They not
yeah.
finna get up there and sing the
I
freaking.
don't want to be like Cinderella was not higher than I just what was it?
Here she go. Don't even know the words.
Dang, no, I just can't remember
Like
the
she
damn
probably not even
song.
saying the right thing, honestly.
Ah, damn. I can remember the scene of them on the
From
baseball
what?
field
The baseball.
too.
Oh,
Hmm.
I don't dance. I say you
Yeah,
can. Not a chance.
that's very comparable
I can
to
I can do this for you.
Cinderella.
I don't
But
think they were saying the sexual frustration in that song was very high. I was like, ooh, not the sexual tension.
they can't do the Spanish song that they did, the Hispanic song.
Well, Cheetah Girls didn't do that either. Miss Chanel did that
That
with the Spanish girl.
Ah, la, la, nita, la, la,
I think they're very close. I mean,
can I just listen? Can we pick another one?
they're what and what.
Yeah, there wasn't what for
Like
the
if you're
culture.
gonna like
For
if
the culture, there wasn't what.
yeah, like I could see if you're gonna bring up Lizzie McGuire movie. Okay, I would choose either one of those over Lizzie McGuire movie.
Well, exactly. Why the fuck would I bring up Lizzie McGuire?
Well, I mean, Lizzie McGuire movie still bops. Like
It did,
let's calm
but
down.
it was not that.
Yeah.
This ain't that.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's more fair to compare like a Lizzie McGuire versus the Even Stevens movie, like shows that were on there that got their own movie.
Mhm.
That's more fair
Mhm.
than to put two of the most iconic Disney musicals
Originals.
against each other.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I can't.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
It's a
picking
draw for me.
and Cheetah Girls win. Cheetah Girls is winning. Did y'all read the High School Musical book? No, I read that.
did.
You did?
I read High School Musical books.
Okay.
I did. I didn't read the Cheetah Girl book. I read that. I didn't even know Cheetah Girl book. I didn't even know the Cheetah Girls had a book until well after the movies came out, and I was like, I'm too fucking old to be reading that. Like, or either I honestly I can't remember. I feel like I used to see it sometimes in like the Scholastic thingies, but nothing. I'm like I already. But I definitely have read
you're
the.
racist.
No, it was like I remember. I think people told me that it was totally different than the movie. So for me, I was like, I don't want to ruin it.
Sounds like you're a racist. You read the white book and not the black book.
Well, honestly, I read the High School Musical one because it had pictures from the movies. It had like scenes. It was like the glossy one. It wasn't like a, you know what I'm talking about? It was like that. It had behind the scenes.
I wasn't
It was like
expecting that to be your reasoning.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't because like, oh my god, I gotta read about High School Musical. No, it was simply because it was like the I don't know what they would call those books. It was like where they had like pictures from the movie in it, like behind the scenes pictures in
I know
it.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
And I was like, let me get that shit. Hell yeah.
I was obsessed with the Cheetah Girls. I feel like my level of obsession, I liked High School Musical, but I wanted to be a Cheetah Girl. I
wanted both. I wanted to go to Albuquerque, New Mexico and visit the school. And I also wanted to be Galleria. Like I wanted both. I am Galleria. Galleria is me.
I've come to realize I'm more of a Chanel.
You're Chuchi. You are definitely Chuchi.
Yeah. I did used to want to be Galleria, but as I've grown into age.
That's not your personality.
Yeah.
Chanel is to me. I
wanted to be Galleria too.
But I think all black girls wanted to be Galleria because she was black. So True. Representation matters. So
some people are like, I have a friend who knows she's an aqua. She's an aqua.
Who is out here admitting to that?
Because Aqua was the sassy one. Like, somebody can talk to her, and it needs to be you.
Yeah. It was just a little.
Aqua is the one with the mouth, pretty much.
When I think about it, I feel like I would be both Galleria and Aqua, depending on what situation I'm in. If I was in Aqua's situation, I would respond the exact same way she did. Like, damn, you don't run this.
Who made you the boss?
Who died and made you the queen of the Cheetah Girls? Because as far as I know, I would definitely be. But I'd be like, but I also know that I would take control of that and be like, okay, so everybody, this is what we're doing.
Got it? Like, here's the song, here's the choreography.
I was like, and I think that's why I resonated with Galleria, because I be trying not to be the boss, and I let people. I'm the type of person where I know there's an idea, and it's like I know my idea is 9 times out of 10 gonna be better than those other guys. So I persuade everyone to like my idea. So then we end up choosing my idea without me saying, hey guys, let's go with this idea. I let everybody get their say, but somehow they come back to my idea. And that's why I resonated with her, because I'm like, yeah, that shit's cute and all, but I think we should just go this way. It's much better if we do it this way.
Yeah. There were no other options with Galleria. She was like, so
you're wearing this.
We are doing this. And
I really like, I can see, that's the thing. Well, I remember back when Cheetah Girls came out and my school was having a talent show. I was Galleria on stage and off. I was like, for recess, we're practicing. You're not going to play. We're going to get these 8 counts because y'all have been sloppy. Like, no, let's go.
Okay, Kia.
It's like, I don't want to be Galleria because she cute. It's like, I am Galleria. That is me. Y'all not about to get on the stage and embarrass me.
Was that cute then? Did we?
Huh?
I was not being Galleria for the fashions.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I
wasn't
think
thinking
people
that.
wanted to be Galleria because she was like the leader or more focused on, I guess. But for me, it was like, no, that's really me up there on that screen.
Yeah,
Truly.
yeah, because I didn't factor their looks at all. But oh, no one ever wants to be Dorinda.
Who wanted to be the white girl with the 8 counts? No.
Literally, all she was doing cartwheels. I couldn't even do a cartwheel back then. So I
Falling in
And
love with
then you
fashion.
friends with these people. That and she also like you friends with these people, but you can't admit that you like a foster kid. Clearly, your friendship's not that
Yeah,
great.
that was weird.
So,
That was
no,
real weird.
I don't
And
want it.
also, what kind of friends were these where they didn't know?
well, I mean, she
I
was
also
hiding it.
I never liked her outfit either.
She was making them drop her off in front of a building that made her look rich. So they were just like, okay. She was hiding it. It's not
We're
their
just like,
fault.
y'all are in high school. Like, come on, let's use some.
But I mean,
Use our
if
thinking
your
caps.
friend told you, if your friend was like, hey, can you or your mom drop me off in front of the West End Hotel? And I walk into the West End every day. Every time you drop me off, I just
That's
walk.
weird. Why are you going into a hotel?
Well, this was New York. People live in buildings that look like that. I was just trying to look up. I was just trying to think of an expensive building.
Oh, okay. I was
I was
like,
just trying to think of an expensive building. I like it wasn't that unnormal because they were in New York.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just
And I
like y'all
feel
never. I
like
think it's
here,
the fact
I
that the
think it's much
parents.
more common to like watch somebody walk into their house,
Yeah.
but you also we
No, it's not even that. My thing, I didn't care about where she was getting dropped off. I was more so like, y'all ain't never seen her parents. Like, to me, that was weird. Like, your parents ain't never seen her parents. You ain't never seen her parents.
Aqua's parent.
And I also thought that was weird. We saw Chanel's parents. Well, we saw Chanel's mom. We knew her mom was getting ready to get married to this other man. We saw Galleria's parents. So it was just like, what do you?
But did her friends ever see her mom? I think we in the movie we saw her mom because it was like,
Well,
oh,
we know Galleria and Chanel saw each other's parents because they were around each other. Like Galleria would come to
they were
Chanel's house.
parents.
yeah, all my friends know what my mama look like. So
Yeah, that was my only. I was just like, that's just like, I don't care how good of a hider you are. You're literally in high school. You can't hide the fact that you're a foster kid. Like,
But she kept
come
saying,
on.
"Oh, my mom's at work. My mom's at work."
don't nobody mama work that much.
Exactly.
I do.
No, no, no.
Yes, they do.
You're in high school. You have seen heard something. You have seen a sliver of somebody's parent.
Her mom was at work.
Because then they get caught up because one of the kids left the stove on or something.
No, they got caught because not Dorinda. Chanel tried to bring her an outfit, and the man was like,
You got to go around back.
"Yeah."
No, I thought, okay, maybe I was thinking about a different movie. I don't know why I thought they got I thought like the people came for them because something had happened. I thought there was like a fire or
CPS?
something.
There's no CPS. No, they had got. It was like right after they had got into an argument. Like the whole group had got into an argument with Galleria, and then Chanel, because she was Galleria's closest friend, she felt bad, so she was trying to take Dorinda an outfit and clothes because Dorinda was like she couldn't afford all that stuff or something. So Chanel had bought it with her mama's credit card.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, now
That's
I
what you
remember.
found out.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks. That really does suck. Dang, Disney Channel was on it. They were, they had like real life shit going on in their movies. Miss those days. Now all the kids get is dog with the blog. and Good Luck Motherfucker Charlie. So
Okay, we're not gonna do Good Luck Charlie was good.
yeah, but by that
See,
time we had stopped watching Disney Channel for real. We would just watch it in passing. So I mean, it was like, was it really that great? Are we just were catching a good episode?
Or even the one with Sky Jackson. I don't know what it was called, but that was a little show.
Jesse, something.
Oh, I didn't watch that. I know I only watched that in pieces. I just know the theme song. Hey, Jesse. Yeah, I know. Because that's when she was
You only know it because it's 2 words.
Yeah.
Nope.
Who was in that?
Yeah.
Demi Lovato? Who was that?
No, that was the other girl, Debbie Ryan.
Debbie Ryan. Yeah. I couldn't remember.
Tasia, please.
Demi Lovato, Debbie Ryan, they're kind of.
No, Demi
Lovato had her show where she Sunny with the Chance.
Period. Now, that was the shit. Okay, and the fact that that shit got canceled because she was on cocaine. I thought she was just like us. I was like,
she is. Y'all bitches be doing cocaine. She's just I mean, in general.
I was about to say because when we were watching that, we were young. So I was
like, not necessarily you, but she wasn't her age.
I know, but I'm saying
old.
I thought from the outside looking in, I thought she was like us because she didn't look old. So until that came out, I didn't know she was. I mean, yeah, a lot of Disney stars are older.
I don't feel like she's that older than us, is she?
I think she's only a couple years, so that's why it was really like, I was like, "What the fuck, this bitch doing cocaine?"
She's 28.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, so like, when did Sunny with a Chance? Hold on, when did Sunny with a Chance come out? What grade were we in?
Because I don't know when Sunny with a Chance.
Damn, Hollywood be making these people pull out the book of sugar that early.
In 2000,
so that means
it came out February 8, 2009.
That was us the beginning.
That was freshman year.
So that
we were 8th grade.
Yeah, so that means she was 18 already. So she was 4 years older than that. She was already 18, and and she was 18 with access and money. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, 4 years is not that big of a difference. But when you're that young, 4 years is that big of a difference. She was already.
Plus, it's Hollywood.
Yeah,
but it's just like damn.
She was technically grown and old enough to make her own decisions, and she was out here doing what she wanted to do. Because we gonna find cocaine in, but she know where to find the cocaine.
Well, I'm other Disney stars. A lot of people in my school that had cocaine. Because
I was gonna say who. I was like, I didn't know anybody with cocaine in high school.
The Clears.
It's always
the Clears. They always be doing that weird, heavy shit early on. You just be like,
I didn't have those kind of friends.
No, they weren't my friends. No, I just said I knew where you could find it. I didn't say they were my friends. No.
Also, didn't go to that kind of school. My school was mostly Black.
Oh yeah, no, ours was mixed. I'm pretty sure Morgan probably private school. You know, they really be crazy.
The little rich kids with their Range Rovers.
Yeah, they really like, whoa, calm down.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm choosing Cheetah Girls for all of us.
Yeah, we've been on this for 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Moving on, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, it's time to get into pop culture. What's the pop culture?
We just say pop culture. We just say pop culture. Pew 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 pew.
I was gonna do opera, but we can do that.
Yeah.
All right. So pop culture.
All right. So who wants to go first?
We might as well get started tonight. We're supposed to watch Keisha Cole and Ashanti with all the Hurt Bitch music.
I thought it was tomorrow. Everybody keeps saying it was today, but I could have sworn it was Sunday.
It was tonight.
It was tonight. And Ashanti want to be gallivanting around the world and then get COVID.
Going to get shitted on in Dubai, and now she over here got COVID.
And then, in her video, she was like, I tested positive for COVID, but I'm still ready to do it today. She's like, I feel fine. Girl, what?
Like, absolutely.
And I was like, oh, so she knew she had it. She was not asymptomatic. She had a nasty cough.
Oh, they postponed it to January 9th.
It's like, and then I also think it's like the verses was born because people couldn't be around each other. I think it's stupid that they are having it contingent upon them having to be around each other. Like they should have
Yeah.
been able to just, if now that we can't be around each other because somebody tested positive, they should have been able to resort back to the
Like how
old.
they did with everybody else prior to they started making people come in. Like they maybe they were like, we don't have enough time to send them the equipment, because I think they sent
Yeah, I think the only like benefit is the technology aspect. Like, who was that with the trash Wi-Fi? Babyface?
Teddy Riley. I mean
Teddy
Teddy.
Riley.
Mhm.
That was a mess. But other than that, I
But I
feel
thought
like
that was something that made it fun. Like
Yeah, the first people to do it in person was Beanie Man and the other Jamaican guy. I don't know. They were the first ones to do it in person because they were in fucking Jamaica. So it's like they're already together. So let's ship the equipment out to them, and then they made. I thought it was particularly for that instance, but then they made it a regular, and it was just like
yeah. And now they got contracts with Apple and Ciroc and all this. And so it's just like, y'all ruining it. We said Versus was on Instagram Live.
And I also miss it when it was producers and writers and not solely artists. Like in the beginning when it was, because then you could hear multiple different songs and different like dang, I didn't know they produced that. I didn't know
I feel
you
like
wrote
people
that.
were getting put on because a lot of these producers and writers need their flowers because people don't even be realizing.
Yeah, and now it's just like the artist versus artist, and it's like, I mean, yeah, that's nice too, but it's just not the same. You don't. All you hear is their music for that 2 hours. At least with the
Like
producers and writers.
I didn't know that many Jesus songs. Like
Me either.
I did not know. I know more Gucci songs, but
I knew every single Gucci song that played.
I'm not shocked.
Yeah, me either.
Been with East Atlanta Santa, okay? Period. Like
that's not necessarily old. That's
no, I'm saying I've been with
oh.
him. I've been with East Atlanta Santa. Been with Guwap. So
yes, that's
Jeezy, no. Yeah. So that sucks.
This one, I know all the Hurt Bitch music. I know all the Hurt.
Yeah, I would have known a lot. And
it's like I don't negate the fact that Ashanti is a 2000s legend. I can completely co-sign that. The issue is that she just does not have the amount of bops that Keisha Cole has.
That's what I think. I can't even say that. Wait, because I was gonna say her biggest hits are not as big as Keisha Cole's, but I can't say that. Like
I was
say, okay, Ashanti. I feel like Ashanti has big hits. It's just not this huge number.
Wait a second.
You're not like, about to I mean, outside of the things that she has sung, like
even still, she has a lot.
Yeah, hold on. This is why it was hard for me, because I was like, foolish.
I don't know. Like when I saw them line, I was like automatically, I feel like Keisha's gonna win.
I was more like you, Tasia, but I probably would have still picked Keisha Cole because me and my cousins used to make dancing.
I love me some Keisha Cole.
I do love Keisha Cole. Like now my age, but me and my sister, me and my cousin, we used to make dancing videos to Keisha Cole songs. We were like, "Sing from heaven."
I wanna be.
No, not her slow ass bops. How do you just do a dance song?
So we were doing liturgical dancing and everything. We were.
Y'all are going to jail. Y'all are going to.
We were making dances, like we were doing ballet, everything.
Meanwhile, I was doing dances too. I got an ass so big like the sun. Hope he got a mouth for it.
See, we grew up on that.
I couldn't be around you as a kid.
That was our regular. That was our regular music. We know those songs. We know.
I would really be looking at you like.
Yeah, I remember. I think my best friend from 5th grade, she taught me this dance and she learned to that song. And in 5th grade, we was practicing.
Like, hope you got a mouth for a dick. I want to.
I still remember that. I remember that dance.
Shove it down my throat.
We would go shove it down my throat like that. Who taught us this? No. I don't know.
Oh, mm-mm.
Let me do the body roll. Shove it down my throat.
Some crazy ass shit. She said she gonna make him eat it while her period home and his kids at home. And I was like, wow. You don't know Trina's songs?
I ain't heard that part.
Trina is amazing.
You need to hear that part.
You need
You
to
need to
listen
hear
to
that part.
Trina's songs.
Well, is she forgiven? Is she forgiven?
Oh yeah. Okay, I didn't cancel her.
No, I'm not saying she had to be canceled. I'm just saying she did go
Jametra
around.
said, I never let her go.
Then she,
Honestly.
I know
then
what
she
you're
doubled
talking
down.
about, and I was just like, I can't.
And okay, that actually low key, high key leads me into that. This ain't my pop culture, but that just reminded me of something. It's like certain people. I feel like I'm not gonna say they're void from being canceled. I just feel like some people you have to. I know people want to say ignorance is not an excuse, but it's like I think people forget that the way you grew up is not the same way other people grew up. These people grew up in the ghetto. They grew up in the pork and beans. The shit that was acceptable to them.
Especially because Trina is old as fuck. Oh,
Exactly.
she's old.
So it's
That's
like,
what I'm like. These old
and like,
people, you just let them live their old life. These 40 and up, they were
it's-
raised under some different rules than us millennials and Gen Zs. Is Gen Z?
Gen Z.
They were raised under
Mhm.
different rules than we were. So it's just
And
like,
it's just like, and like when people were getting on JT, and I'm like, her the way she grew up is a lot different than some of y'all that are mad at her, and it's
I
just like,
because she
and also I don't like how people act like what she was saying back then wasn't what
everybody was.
God. It was literally 100%
We
people were
always
saying those
talking about that.
things.
The only difference is she's actually around these people now. So
Exactly.
she got to take it up with them. I don't
Yes. And even if we take away the celebrity part, back when Twitter was like OG Twitter, people would make R. Kelly jokes all the time.
all
So people are over here making this whole like, oh my God, this is so unknown. And it's like, yes, because you've grown and times have changed now, and we've known that that's unacceptable. Don't be acting like y'all wasn't making pee on bitches jokes back then.
exactly.
So let's cut the shit. Let's cut the shit.
Exactly.
But that does not go for the white counterparts. Anything they said back in the past, I'm holding them accountable.
Because their stuff be racist. Our stuff don't.
Them, on the other hand, they do not get the pass. Okay, so my pop culture, actually, that was a great segue. My pop culture was about Little Miss Red Table Talk and how
Please.
Grammy didn't want that white devil on her show.
She said, I just don't understand.
And I was
She's like, I just don't care.
I just like I don't
I don't know how I could care. Um,
with you. Because honestly, I forgot all about Miss Olivia Jade until Red Table Talk started bringing them. I was like, we still on them? Who gives a fuck? Like, who cares?
You make thousands of dollars in freaking advertisements still. Nobody fucking cares about what you're doing.
No one cares.
No one.
And
They
that's what she
still
said. She was like, at the end of the day, you'll be fine.
you're going to be good. Like your
Not even
dad's
that
line
you
in
will be,
Target is
you
still
are fine. Not even like you will be, you are fine. I'm sure she might have lost a few brand deals, but not anything to
not
count.
much. Literally, like
not
her
anything.
dad's. I'm pretty sure her dad's brand is still being sold in Target. So,
And they only going to jail.
Nothing. It's like nothing about her life is gonna change. And I actually listened to the whole thing a few days ago, and she was like, I'm really not here to try to portray myself as a victim or to get anyone's sympathy,
so why are you here?
because I'm not like making any excuses. Everything was wrong. There's like nothing to excuse. She was saying that she was there basically to just say what actually happened and to apologize and to say that she's learned a lot about her privilege and how she can positively impact those around her who do not have that same privilege, and how
Who
she's
fuck around her doesn't have that privilege?
not like her peers. She means like community
Oh.
service and like going to different programs and helping those
Well,
programs
they should have
out.
told her. They should have gave her a list of black women who are currently in jail for years for faking
Their
addresses. And
their address so their kids can go to a good school. How about you help them, Miss Jade?
that's what you can. That's where you can start.
That's where you can start and shut the hell up.
Leave
Okay.
us alone. And then it's freaking annoying when I don't understand why some rich black people feel like they have to pander to white people. Why do you have
Yeah.
to do that?
That's why I was with the
I was
grandma.
gonna ask y'all about
Like,
that. Like, just how do you feel about us giving them a platform
Why?
to?
I'm with the grandma.
I'm with-
Why are we giving them a platform?
Exactly. They wouldn't do it for us, so why do we have to do it for them? It's kind of with the whole like how when with shootings and or with the police officer who walked into the wrong apartment and killed the man. Why did her family have to forgive her? I mean, why did his family have to forgive her? Why do we always have to
Mhm.
be forgiven? No,
Oh, Amber, the
yeah,
white girl,
the
that's Botham Jean, who
yeah,
said that she thought, yeah, her
it was
dumbass
the wrong
excuse, thought it was her
apartment.
apartment. Yeah, yeah,
Why
yeah, yeah.
we have to
But it's
just
like, if you thought it
forgive
was your
you? It's
apartment,
like
why
that.
did you
Why
shoot?
do we always have to be the bigger person? No,
Mm,
no, no,
no.
no. All these issues in the world are caused by white people. Point blank, period. The end of that. They're the ones who need to do the mending. They're the ones who need to figure it out. We need to continue our life, throw them to the wayside. Don't nobody give a fuck
That's
about.
why I said if anything ever happened to me at the hands of social injustice, you can
Mama
count on me
better
for
not.
sure
The last
knowing
thing she
I would
right.
never say that I want everybody to have peace. No, y'all better burn
The
everything to the
last
fuck.
thing my mama better do is get up.
Rob all Targets, rob all Walmarts, rob all Publix. I don't care.
The last
Do
thing.
it in my name. Say, dude, we're doing this for
You
Lord
can write
Saint.
my name
We're
on it.
doing this for the
Sign it,
kingdom.
Jametra. Okay.
Period. Okay, I'm not you. No, no. Talking about some. They would not want
They would have
this. Yes, the fuck
no,
I would.
no,
Yes, the fuck I would.
exactly. No, I'm not
I
forgiving.
will come down and strike you for lying like that.
I'm not against
Stop lying.
ghosts that haunt people. I'm not against that. But
Me either. 'Cause I would haunt you for just
and that's
lying
what I'm
like
saying.
that. Now,
I
you guys got me
literally
out here
would
looking
be
like that.
I would be physically ill if my mama got on live national TV telling people that she forgives them. Excuse me? I will burn your house
No,
down. Like what? Don't you dare.
no.
Don't you ever think that's something that will ever be okay with real me or ghost me? No,
No.
because we got beef for life, for real, for real.
Yeah, no, that's unacceptable.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm sorry. So just to let you guys know, if that ever happened, if some person is out there saying that Jastasia wouldn't want this, oh, you can shut them down real quick and play this sound bite.
I know my friend. She want hell on wheels, and that's what she go get.
Hell yeah, I would. Period.
Um, my pop culture is, I feel like it's pop culture. It's not like a celebrity. Like it's about a YouTube personality, or we'll go with personality because she
That's why
because
you
she
were like, hold on. That's why you were like, oh y'all ain't started yet. We were fucking talking about that this whole
Yeah.
time. That whole time.
Are not that complicated. It's going to be centered around that. So beautiful
okay.
segues. Beautiful.
Okay. So, there's a YouTuber that we all the hosts are familiar with, and she is in the middle of a lot, but I think so. Recently, she approved her best friend doing a video bashing the baby mother of her boyfriend who's been cheating on her for years, who had a baby earlier this year, even though she just had a baby for said man a few months ago. So I feel as though, or my question to you guys would be, um, when you've been cheated on, disrespected by a man, and I mean particularly when it's with another female, do you feel as though, do you feel the need, I should say, to either confront, bash, publicly shame, or do anything like that towards her? Or how do you feel about that?
I'll say, if you ask 17, 18-year-old Jametra, I would be like, oh, fuck that bitch a hoe, she this, she that. I would be all for
Mhm.
bashing her. But in my big age now, I've seen the light. I know, regardless of, oh, she knew this and she knew about me, she knew about it. I don't know that lady. That lady got nothing to do with me. My issue is not with her because I don't know her. She don't know me. So now at my age, no. Well, where does that get me?
Yes,
It gets me nowhere.
exactly. No fucking where.
It does nothing for me. It doesn't even make me feel good inside. Like,
Yeah,
it
no.
absolutely nothing for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Like
it's
for oh,
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say for me, I agree with the yeah, high school I'd be like, oh my God, fuck her. But I was not a similar situation, but I was in a situation where I had a significant other cheat on me. And I wouldn't necessarily say I confronted the girl. I more so asked her about when did it start? How did it happen? I wasn't mad at her until she got disrespectful with me. And I was, "Bitch, I'm just asking you a couple questions so I got the timeline right. The hell is wrong with you? You act like I'm and I was being nice. I was just asking a couple of questions. And then of course when the disrespect came, that's when I got disrespectful. And I was like, well, if I were you, I would shut the fuck up and stop wearing those contacts at your big age. Okay?
Even,
Okay.
but
I
even
remember
still,
that.
even still in that situation, you didn't say, "Oh, you knew about me. You just a nasty ass."
Yeah, no, no. I was just going more. I was going at her. Yeah, no, I wasn't like, oh
Yeah.
my God, you knew about me. Yeah, no, no, no. But yeah, like the only reason I could see someone wanting to confront the other person is if you refer like the reason I said you wanted to, because you know niggas be lying. So I felt like I was like, okay, if I get all of her information, that's even more evidence for me because I know this nigga's gonna be like, oh, you making shit up, you're crazy, you just saw one tweet and now you think blah blah blah. And I was like, no, I got something for this nigga. I'm about to have all the motherfucking receipts. I'm about to have it all.
I
And I
also,
mean, I still got them.
I also still think that's something I would do, like either in when I was younger or if I'm like married or something. If I'm just with,
Yeah, I would still do that now.
I don't think I would. I don't think I would like confront the girl and ask about anything because not for anything bad, just because I don't think I would. If I actually, we already know the niggas don't lie. It doesn't do anything for me to know the truth. I'm gonna
Oh
just
no, I knew the truth. You know,
no. I don't. I'm gonna
I
just.
wanted to know.
All I know is that she cheated on me. What the ins and out gonna do for me? It's not gonna
Well,
do for me.
It makes.
I'm
I feel like knowing the
you need
specifics.
to I would like to okay, so here's the thing for me personally, um even when I was younger, there's never been a time where I felt like I need to confront a girl about her being with my man because at the end of the day, she owes me nothing.
Nothing.
Mhm.
Um now, the one time that I was that the one time that I conversed with someone who was basically the side chick, she did not know that she was conversing with me. I was pretending to be him. I was on my, like I said last episode, I was an investigator. I was a detective, and maybe I should make
Detective
this a
Gadget.
side hustle or something. I hacked his like app
Like
that
you're
they
a
were.
hacker too? Oh,
Right.
beware.
So basically, I just didn't believe anything he was saying.
Mhm.
And I know that especially when men get caught, that's when they like to minimize everything.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
So
why I needed to have
I was
everything.
basically pretending to be him so I could get my facts straight so that I
Hmm.
could present it to him and be like, so I know what's up, you know,
Hmm.
Mhm.
I'm not stupid. And then I made the executive decision to take him back so I could play him.
Toxic.
Maybe because I've never been. I don't want to say I've never been in a relationship because that's stupid. That's not the truth. and that's me minimizing. But I never. What else? Never mind. I was just,
Glad you thought about it.
yeah. Okay. I say this. Technically, here's an example. He wasn't my man. He was one of my old niggas, and but we were still messing around. And then he went out and got him a new bitch too. Whether she knew about me or not, it didn't affect what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she confronted me about, oh, I know that you're his old girlfriend from this time and this time and this, and I'm like, well, if you know about this, what are we doing here? Why are you talking to me? Because I'm not gonna stop.
Okay, yeah, I didn't do that.
Like,
Yeah, no,
I'm not gonna
that
stop.
wasn't my approach.
And that's what I'm thinking. Like, if that's what I'm like, if in my mind, cheating is a hard boundary. Maybe when I grow up and get a man and get married, cheating will not be a hard boundary. But for where I am right now in my life, I cannot see myself staying with a man who I know is cheating on me. So since I already know you cheated on me, it's not gonna do me any good. It's not gonna change my mind. Nothing's gonna change about our situation. I'm done. So that's where I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking at it now. I'm not gonna whatever this girl says to me, it doesn't matter because deuces to you. You can go in.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that
So
totally. I feel like if you know blatantly my situation, I didn't know. It wasn't plain. Like, yeah, I saw a
yeah.
tweet that suggested something, but I was like, I can't just come with this because niggas like to gaslight. And then if you're like, well, I mean, I really didn't have concrete evidence anyway. Am I tripping? And then next
I can't confront you ignorantly. I need to know,
exactly. I had
like,
to know hard facts, and the hard facts were coming from her,
But if
not
the
that
girl
tweet that I saw.
said,
The
if the
tweet
girl,
that I saw wasn't. Hmm?
go what you said, go.
No, I was just saying, like the tweet that I saw, that wasn't the cheating. It was just something that perked my ears up, and I was like, "Wait a fucking minute!"
So then
Something's
it could have been a simple question like, have you done anything with my man?
yes, yeah. I mean, that's how it started. That's how it started. It started off with a simple question,
Yeah, but why did
and
you?
then more information kept coming. It wasn't like it wasn't like she just answered straight. It was like she wasn't like yes in period, and
Oh,
that was it. It was like yes, blase, blase, blase. So I was like, well, shit, let me get some more since loose lips. Tell me more.
you think motherfucking shit, okay?
It's like, well, what else? What else is there?
the more
If I
information you
get
have, the better.
if I get a hint of cheating, I ain't gonna. If I think you're cheating on me, and you've done all of this to be like, oh, he's cheating on me, I'm out too.
Okay, see, and then also in my situation, it wasn't like it was literally out of the blue.
Yeah.
Like when I say I was more so hurt because I was like, what the fuck? How did this? Where did this? I thought things were good. Like what is going on here? Like there was no inkling. It wasn't like I was kind of catching up on. It was like when I say the shit, it was like fucking dodgeball, boom, bitch, and I was like,
Yeah.
wait a
I
minute.
mean, okay, we're here. So
Just like, that was a little fucked up, but okay. So
I don't know. I just haven't been in a situation where I would care about what the other girl gotta say. Or would
yeah,
it
I've never felt the need to have a conversation
like
with
wouldn't it really change?
as Morgan, I'll say. As me, I've never cared
Yeah,
to
girl,
like
boo.
have
Okay,
a
Inspector
conversation.
Gadget.
woman of
Bye.
I'm
Yeah, I don't care.
to woman. Girl,
Oh
You
God,
can
can
go
you
to
imagine
hell.
someone coming? No, yeah, no.
I mean I have been. Well, it's the same.
No, I'm saying you going to someone woman to woman
Oh no. No. Girl.
with that intent,
Yeah,
the intent of like leave
if
my man
that's
alone.
like in my head, if I have to come to somebody like that, I obviously don't need to be with you.
Exactly, like
Do it.
Yeah, and she admitted that, like, well, she didn't admit it, but her best friend was saying how she was texting this girl hard up because she was
mm-hmm.
pregnant at the time of finding out that he was cheating the first time. And she was texting this girl and cursing her out, saying, like, he has
Oh,
a
I'm
family.
definitely not doing that.
And it's just
Yeah,
like,
no.
If I feel the need to get information from you, I'm not gonna curse you out because at the end of the day, what we all know to be fact is that these niggas are liars. There's no ifs
Mm-hmm.
or buts about that. These niggas are liars. So he could be in my face telling me whether she knew about me or not. he could be in my face telling me how much he loves me and how much he's into me, and then he go to your house every day at 12 o'clock, and he's telling you, "Oh, I hate that bitch. I can't wait till I move out."
Right.
Da,
I
da,
hope
da,
that bitch was
whatever.
dead.
Yeah.
Please.
But either way, whatever. But like, so I can't be that mad at her because what I do know is that the nigga I was fucking with is a liar. Obviously.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine being mad at the other person.
Girl, yeah. I
The
understand.
only way I
very
could ever
strange.
be upset at the other female is if she was like my friend.
Yeah, that's
Other than that,
Yeah.
she owes me nothing.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's the only situation. Friend or family.
So yeah, child. That was my pop culture.
Sounds to me like
Y'all
niggas
know
are
is that
ghetto.
y'all niggas be lying. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
lying, don't go to the other girl. Cause
Sounds accurate to me.
Don't just believe that shit. Believe it for what it is. Because even with all the evidence, the niggas still come up and lie. So
especially because he said it was a one night stand after everything came out. But baby, it was a one night stand.
If the baby born in March, right? Let's think about it was the poor execution of the lie because
poor ass
Very
execution.
poor.
y'all tried to give us this timeline like we're dumb. Like we're stupid.
We know the months of the
Y'all-
year and we can count.
Then just for it to come out that was the same bitch from the first cheating scandal.
Which I still feel like there were
That was 2
multiple.
years
I feel
ago.
like there were other people, but this
Definitely.
is the one that they had to be honest about because she has his kid. So
And I feel like she was more than just, well, she might have been a side bitch, but I know she was getting that nigga money. And by that,
Mm-hmm.
you mean her money?
yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Because
That's why
also
she was
y'all, this
even
man
mad.
do not have a job. Like
Yeah, he doesn't have a
anyway,
job.
we go
And
go
he wears clothes that are too little for him.
we could
He
go
wears every
on and
color in the
on.
rainbow.
We can go on and on. So we gonna
Yeah.
move on, y'all, because
Yeah.
we get passionate about how stupid this girl is.
She's
It's
so
mind
fucking
blowing.
dumb.
We're gonna talk about it and
And
not make it complicated. So we
yeah.
Okay.
do that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So if you can't tell by the title, today we are going to be talking about the time that people go through a phase of self-reflection. They do a little bit of inner work. They align their chakras. They do some hums and some ha's, and they just come together as one. So the first question is, in general, have you gone through a moment in life where you were solely focused on yourself and you evolving?
Absolutely.
Same. Okay. So we got a resounding yes. So now the follow-up question is, during quarantine, have you had the chance to do that again? Because I mean, shit, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you should be bored in the house in the house bored. So
For part of it. Because my most recent one started last year. And then I broke it this year. When I shouldn't have. Or not that I shouldn't have broke it. Maybe I shouldn't have broken it in the mirror that I broke it.
yes. Mm-hmm.
I'll fill no blanks later.
I feel like there was a time in my life where I just made everything about me and my growth, and even the hard stuff like identifying my toxic traits and trying to work on those and being a better me, a better friend, better daughter, blah blah blah. This year, I feel like I didn't have as much time to myself for majority of this year because I was in grad school. So it was like if I wasn't working, I was doing schoolwork. And if I wasn't doing schoolwork, all I wanted to do was just not use my brain. So I would just like, get on social media, whatever. And then once I graduated, I feel like I came to a point where I was like, okay, that's when I kind of started having to figure out, well, that's when I started trying to figure myself out again because so I started therapy recently, and something my therapist said was very true. Basically, when I'm not working on something, when I'm not trying to achieve something, when I'm not in the middle of reaching a goal, I don't know how to act. I don't know how to cope with that because I always feel the need to be accomplishing
Doing
something.
something. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that was the first time that in a long time where I was just like, okay, so let's figure myself out again. Let's reflect. Let's see what it is that I need to do. And then I was on that path, but then it just, I don't know, it became kind of discouraging because I felt like I wasn't really getting anywhere with that. And then like I was put in these like traumatic situations, which took a real toll on my just mental and emotional health. So I started therapy, which I feel is now me taking the time to self reflect
Mm-hmm.
and figure those things out that I need to figure out so that I can get back to me and the things that I love and the things that I was once like really excited about and motivated about and bettering myself. I feel like that's really this process I'm going through is really gonna do that. So I'm in the process right now as we speak.
Nice. That's nice. That's well, we're here. Claps. If for those that think that therapy is taboo, go and get you some therapy.
It's not
Um,
God. It's
but to
great.
answer the question, in quarantine, I've had probably like two, I guess you could say, spiritual awakenings. The great spiritual awakening. My first one was before I moved to Dallas, but this was before I moved to Dallas, but without knowing that I was moving to Dallas, if that made sense. This was,
Mm-hmm.
prior to me even knowing I got a job here and all that stuff. And then second one was like beginning of quarantine. So yes, to answer my own question, yes, I have gone through that again. And in some ways they were very similar, and in other ways they were completely different. And it's like the way that the first one went, it was very, I'm not going to say this one wasn't intentional, but the first time I was very intentional. Like I knew exactly where my mind was. I knew what I was doing. I got like a manifestation book. I went to Barnes and Nobles and I was all up in there, like self-help area, manifestation area. And I was like looking at all this stuff, like this whole thing that had like prompts that you would write in. Really great book. I highly recommend. I'll put it in the notes because the name is escaping me right now. But that was like very intentional. I made sure I would. Sometimes I would be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go to the next page. Like, okay, I'm just gonna do the next one. It doesn't matter. This one kind of just was like, yaga, bitch. It just kind of came.
It was like,
And then once I was in it, then I became intentional, but in the sense that I didn't intend to go through this spiritual happening, spiritual awakening. That was different. And I wasn't taking the same means of spiritualness or reflection that I was the first time. I didn't have a journal or anything. Um, I was just more so just in my own thoughts, and I didn't worry about having to, necessarily record or write them down. It was just more so me having these mental back and forths. But yeah. So, next question. Inner work isn't all rainbows and unicorns. How did you or how have you gotten through rough times?
wait, how did I or have I?
How did or how have you?
Oh, I just cried like a regular person and then just moved on. I don't know what do you mean by how.
It's however you did it, yeah.
Um, I think the hardest times in my life, I think the hardest time in my life, I got through it. Um, Interestingly enough, I think there was different phases in that process because the first phase was just me not really knowing what to do, not being myself. Then it was therapy. Then I feel like up until that point, I felt that what I did was just like pray and try to figure it out. But then I was put in a situation where that wasn't enough. Like more needs to happen. And then I was also in that moment, I felt like I didn't even want to be bothered with God at all. So it was like, what do I do? Because what I would normally do, I feel like
Mhm.
I'm not about to do that. I don't want to pray. I don't want to go to church. Don't even talk to me about it. So I tried to figure it out. And then I started therapy. And that process was amazing for me. And then I was able to fall back into my relationship with God. So I think it was like maybe a 4-part process.
What
But
about documentary?
yeah, it was a docu-series with different chapters. And I feel like that's the reality of it. Your process isn't going to look the same the entire time. And sometimes you're going to have to do different things and see what works and see what helps you progress. Maybe it's not always going to be the same thing, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah, no,
uh,
I definitely
and
agree.
let me rewind then. 'Cause I was thinking about only one time, but then as she was talking, I thought about another time that was like way back in college that I just, dumped out of my memory. I think what really helped me back then was I was probably like 19. I had no clue I was 19. Had no clue what I was doing. I was just lost in the sauce completely. And
Mm-hmm.
I was.
It'd be like that.
I was all over the place. And what really helped me then was that was the one time that I did go to therapy. Not like one instance, but like the one situation where I was in therapy. And then believe it or not, I got on some medication. Okay. Because my head was not okay. I had to get on medicine to, bring it all back together.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish people
Medicine was
realize
the best
that
thing.
that's okay. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do what you have to do to get
If I
what you
didn't
need.
get on that medicine, college degree I would not have. I would not.
Yeah.
So it was definitely important. And I guess, yeah, I mean, and a lot of people, like Morgan said, there's just like this weird stigma, and it's just
Yeah.
like,
I'm proud of the fact that you did what you needed to do for your
mm-hmm.
own
And you
sanity and your
recognize
health.
that, mm-hmm.
Because
You're
I feel
like,
like a lot of
Well, I
people
mean, don't think that
struggle.
I just was like, I need medicine. Something's wrong with me. No,
No.
it was like a whole big blub. I went to therapy, and then she was like, "Oh, girl," and
Let's get you on something. It'll make you feel better. Promise.
you're like, you know what? Before we have any further
like,
discussions, I think we should give you this, and
she was like,
balance everything out, and then
she was looking at
then
me, and I was looking at her, and I was like, I don't need that. I ain't crazy. She was like, you are crazy. You need that. She didn't say that, but like, she was like, but you do. And I was like,
but you
I don't
do.
need that. She's like, you do.
I'm glad you came around. I'm glad.
Right.
I think a lot of people struggle because they don't want to come across as, like you said, crazy, or like they can't handle their own emotions or whatever. But y'all, some things are literally biological, out of your hands. And
Mm-hmm.
that's just what it is. Like, don't suffer.
Exactly. And it's like we can't downplay emotions. People act like
Yeah.
emotions are just this little thing.
It
That
impacts you every day.
literally, those are very serious, and it can alter anything. Like some people literally, if they feel upset or I don't know, another something adjacent to upset but not necessarily upset, they can't eat. Like
Mm-hmm.
they physically cannot eat because of something made them uneasy. Like, so it's when people try to be like, oh my God, like just take a nap. And it's like, just like a
No.
dick.
That's also a
I
bad
actually
coping
cannot
mechanism.
sleep. like
Like,
my eyes
it's,
open for hours.
God, don't ever do.
Go away.
That was so scary.
Was
I've
that
never saw someone's eyes
necessary?
like that. That wasn't necessary.
Because my eyes don't be open for real. I got little eyes.
They don't, especially if she drunk, she'd
Yeah,
be like
my
this.
eyes don't be open.
And,
Well, I ain't drunk now, but my eyes just
yeah.
they ain't big. Like I had to
Oh,
let you
God.
know, open.
She's going to jail. She's
She
going to jail.
said,
Open in America. Like, no.
yeah. So, yeah, it's hard, guys, but you have to do it if you want to.
Yes. You have to want it for yourself first.
Yeah.
And like
Definitely.
And like Morgan said, it's very different and for everyone. Like just because someone was able to get through it this way doesn't mean that you're going to be able. For me personally, I was like Jametra, I kind of just cried it the fuck out. I'm already an emotional person, so like, me crying wasn't like, oh my god, what is wrong with me? Like I was just like, I would just be sitting there. Next thing you know, I'm just crying. I'm like, well, bitch, there must be something going on in that mind of yours. Yeah, let's get it out. And then honestly, when you do it, well, like once you finally get that cry out, you feel, even if you don't know why you cried, you're not really you're not sure the root of it at that moment. You just know something happened emotionally enough to make you cry. It was like it wasn't necessarily that you're crying for sadness. You were crying to just release whatever toxicity or whatever it was that you were going through. And it genuinely feels like a weight has been lifted off your chest. Like after you just be like, what? I can breathe. I didn't know that I couldn't breathe before, but I can breathe. Like it's beautiful. It's very beautiful. I suggest if you're in that moment and you feel like you have to cry, just cry it out because you will 9 times out of 10 feel so much better
Do you
after.
know what's interesting?
I always suggest people to cry it the fuck out. I always.
My relationship with tears and crying has been very weird. I'm not, and here's the thing, I'm not a crier, but it's not because I would feel ashamed to cry or like I feel it's bad to cry. It's just that my reaction to majority of my emotions aren't tears. So in the last like few years of my life, I noticed if I'm crying, then something's off, which is
Mm.
how I knew like this time around. I would literally, y'all, it's it's crazy. I was watching Cat Williams like joked out, and 10 minutes later I was crying, and I was like, wait.
I was laughing.
I
I was
was
just
just joked out like, what's the problem? And I was like, yeah, I need therapy because what is this? Like
exactly.
I was just very confused, and I think that it's interesting that you feel like when you cry and it's because of nothing or whatever, you feel like you embrace that. And for
Hmm.
me, I'm just like, but also that could be just because you're used to crying. I don't know. It's weird. I'm
Hmm.
just,
And it's like,
I don't
okay,
know.
I'll say this. Yes, I cry, but I also don't cry often, if that makes sense. I couldn't tell you the last time I cried, but also when I feel the need to cry, I'm going to cry. Some people they hold it in, they try to get people not to see them crying. Me,
Oh, yeah,
I will
no.
let you know I be crying and I have no shame in my game. But also, I don't cry. I'm not a person that cries every day. I'm not just someone that's just anything happens and I start crying. That's not what I meant in that scenario. It's just that I know that that's my reaction to a lot of different things. So when, like you said, something like I feel that coming on, it's like, okay, obviously something needs to come out. Like there's something, so let that shit come out. Do you need to watch a sad movie? Do you just need to sit here and ponder? Like let that shit come out. And I just be like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna let it come out. Like, damn, you don't gotta yell. I'm gonna just let it come out. God damn.
yeah. I don't try to make myself stop. I'm it's just more confusion, honestly, because I'm just like, this is not my reaction to most emotions. I usually only cry when I'm angry and I want to
Hmm.
like put my hands on someone and I can't, or I want to flip a car with my hands and I can't. Like that's usually,
Okay, Incredible Hulk.
and that's why I was confused. I was like, I'm not angry in this moment, so what's up? Like what's the problem? And I
Hmm.
think that helps me. I think everyone has those things that aren't them, and when they happen, that's when you know like something's off,
Hmm.
something's wrong. And for me, that's just one of them.
Yeah. Hmm. I feel like if I were to be in a situation where I knew I would respond and cry and I didn't, I'd be like,
Let's
wait a minute, bitch.
let's figure it out.
Are your emotions turned off or is this like something more serious? Because I can turn my emotions off, but if certain situations
Boy,
get them back on and it's just like, wait a minute.
we were just
Something's
on our burners. Me
Yep.
and Tasia have the the toxic trait of if someone makes us upset, we feel the need to turn our feelings off. I do, because you're not about to make me upset again. Bump you.
No.
No, go to
And
hell.
then you get met with the, you just don't care about anything, and it's just like,
I did, and you
what's your
ruined
point?
it. So what you want me to do?
Exactly. And I just be like, yes, now what's next? Did you need anything else?
Next caller.
Okay. All right. So shut up. How about that? Stop talking. All right, don't you?
I'm gonna work on it though, y'all. I'm gonna tell Princess.
Okay. So next question is, what tab, since we've talked about, the bad things, we kind of talked about, crying. No. What have been some of the best things that have come out of, self-reflection, inner work, therapy, all of the good self-love, giving yourself a good old hug, giving yourself a smooch on the cheek? What have been some of the best things to come out of that for you?
For me, the first time I went to therapy was like pretty life changing because I just learned so much about myself. Which, sidebar, don't I feel like for the listeners, don't think that therapy has to be just because something is wrong. Sometimes therapy is there to just help you learn about yourself and improve and do life better.
Mm-hmm.
Sidebar. So, one of the most
Should be preventative.
yeah, one of the most important things I learned during that period of my life and in therapy was that I don't give myself grace and I don't give myself the same compassion, the same patience I would give a friend or anyone in my life. And I had to realize that it's okay if I'm not okay right now, because if I feel a certain way or if I just went through something or something really big just happened to me, I don't have to give myself a time limit or a schedule and be like, you need to be okay by this time, because you're not allowed to feel this way for this long. And that's how I used to feel. And I I stupidly expected myself to be like completely over a traumatic situation in like 2 weeks. Like, how stupid, embarrassing. That's dumb. And she pretty much dragged me. She was like, pause. This is what we're not about to do. Um, and she got me together and she snatched every edge I had. And that's what I needed. So this is a message to y'all out there. Be patient with yourself, have grace with yourself, because you're all you got. I'm not like literally, because there are people who love you and support you, but you have to take care of yourself and your body and your mind. And if you're not okay, don't rush yourself or pretend to be okay, because you're gonna explode one day. And who knows what that's gonna look like.
Yeah, it could look like a lot of fucking things.
Yeah, don't do that. Love yourself sometimes the way you love other people, because sometimes you grant other people the things you would not grant yourself.
And that's fact, Jack. That's fact, Jack. What about you, Jametra?
I don't really know.
I'm not really not really this is very on brand for her, because she be coming, well guys, I don't know.
She'd be like, no.
I know you've learned something about yourself.
Something good where you were like, I'm glad I went through. Not went through. I'm glad that I had this time period where I focused on myself, because if I didn't, I wouldn't have learned blank.
Okay. The first little spiritual awakening, no. I don't think I got anything good out of that. That was the worst thing I've ever been through in my life. I'm not gonna lie. The second one, that was like last year. If you'd have asked me this 2 weeks ago, like a month ago, I would have had an answer for you. But right now, I'm like, that was a waste of my time. I'm not even gonna lie. That's how I feel right at this exact moment. I'm like, oh, I spent that whole year doing nothing. Wait.
Well, I mean, I'm glad we have this perspective though, because I'm pretty sure not everyone is going to have an answer. So I'm pretty sure someone's listening and they're like, I cannot relate to what the fuck what Morgan and Tasia are saying right now. But then they hear Jametra, they're like,
I'm like, if
bitch, I
you
feel you.
asked me this in August, I would have been like, this, and this. And then I broke it, and I was like, well, obviously. And then now to where I am now, from when I broke it to now, I'm like, that was stupid.
But honestly, that's real life. That's realistic because all these self-awareness journeys, they aren't always going to be successful.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just the facts. They're not always going to work out and you're not always going to come out this beautiful blossoming flower.
Or maybe
Sometimes
let's say that it not that it didn't work, but where I am right now, I don't see how it exactly worked.
Yeah, like sometimes it's just not going to be that impactful, and sometimes you'll go back on your growth. Like that happens too.
I was just about to say, it's not, I don't want people to think that when you go through these periods of times that you're automatically, a situation is put forth you and then you do something different than what your past self would do. A lot of times you're still going to fall back into those bad habits or those previous habits. So don't beat yourself up about it at all, because I could see why something happened and you expected, because I've been doing this work, this is how I'm gonna respond, or I'm not gonna have any response because the old me would do blah blah blah, but the new me is gonna be like, huh.
And then you get put in a situation,
And then you put in the situation and you do the complete opposite, and then you're like,
"Hey, girl, miss
you." You're like, miss you too, bitch. And then now you're like, well, why did I even go through all that? And I'm just here to tell you, it's completely normal. It's a part of it. And honestly, I feel like those type of outcomes are very intentional and purposeful, because after it, you realize you didn't like how that felt afterwards. Because I'm pretty sure people have felt like, that was a bad idea. I should not have done that. And then you realize it kind of solidifies, like, okay, I know next time I'm not doing that shit again, because no thank you.
I already saw that coming on.
Yeah, and it's like
moment right now. I can't.
I think we want these immediate results, and it's kind of like, if you're realistic with yourself, you're not gonna do a complete life change 180 in 6 months. You've been alive for how many years? That's not.
And you've been doing the same shit for how many years?
It's not gonna work that way. And I feel like even if it's just you going back to your old ways, but you can acknowledge that that was the wrong thing to do, that in itself is growth. Even if you didn't necessarily pull it off, but you can say, okay, I shouldn't have done that. Whereas 2 years ago, you would have felt like you were in the right for doing that. That in itself is growth. So just
give yourself grace, as Morgan said prior.
give yourself the grace and patience in the space to get to where you want to get to.
Because some shit is just hard to undo. So if you've been doing it for X amount of years,
are layered and you don't know they're layered. Some things are literally rooted in your childhood, rooted in trauma that you don't even acknowledge as trauma. Like something
don't realize,
and you don't even know you have a full suitcase, and that's the gag.
Yeah,
that's the gag.
That's the motherfucking gig. That's why I'm gonna give me some. I'm gonna start going to therapy. I'm gonna go to therapy for blackgirls.com.
That's where I found my therapist, y'all, and she's really been helping me. I feel amazing after my sessions, honestly.
Because I feel like I can only do so much. There's so much unlocking that I can do. Even Jametra said earlier, she's like, there's a situation that she forced herself to stop thinking about or act like it didn't happen. I forgot your exact words. But there's probably so many things that I have forced myself to, ooh, bitch, let's put that in the vaults. Like, so if only a therapist could unlock that without knowing that they're unlocking it. Me personally, my brain knows we're not going back there. You gotta need to do something else. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into that.
And it's like something important. It's like you can lock away that memory, but how it impacted your behavior is still there. And I think a lot of people need to realize, just because you're compartmentalizing something that happened, how it affected you and how you act it's sitting right in your face, sis.
Mm-hmm.
In your
Exactly.
face, looking back at you in the mirror. Like,
Yep.
hey, what's
What it
up?
is? Hey, pal. How's it going, sister? So yeah, I definitely agree. That's fact, Jack. And I would say for me, one of the best things I've learned is just that I realize that I diminish or belittle a lot of the things that I accomplish. I don't I don't give myself kudos. I don't congratulate myself enough. And I've been working on that, just saying quick little things like, wow, you did a really good job on that. Because I realized I was like, have I ever, outside of like very middle school things, have I ever told myself like, you did a like bitch, you did it like out
You
of
did that.
yeah, like not me just being like I got cute, was like, damn bitch, you did that. Like actually genuinely like I did something and it was like, bitch, you did that. And I was like, I could probably count a couple of instances. Ugh. But now I have been actively working on, just expressing like, bitch, you really fucking did that. Like, great job. And not saying like, I'm showboating or, basking in it like, oh my God, I'm the best person ever. I'm just so awesome. It's just like a quick
Don't
like,
parallel negative connotations. Stay on the positive track.
you're right. Sorry. So, just quick, like, you did a great job. Keep it going. Keep this. And it's been being positive to yourself only leads you to be positive to others. So,
That's I just identified something. So maybe you could work on that in the future. When you explain why you want to congratulate yourself, you don't have to give an excuse as to this is like, I'm not trying to do like, no, I'm going to congratulate myself because I want to congratulate myself.
but
And
congratulate myself because, bitch, I deserve.
not a semicolon, not a comma, period. That's just what it is.
It's a big dot, okay? You're right. You're right. Because I do that. Yeah, you're right. Woo.
Well, you need to get like me because I say y'all all the time. I'm good at everything I do. I've never done anything bad because I'm good at it.
Well, maybe that's also
that's
something you
the other
should
side of
work
the
on.
spectrum that needs to be fixed because it's like the polarity. They both need help, just on different sides.
I'm very talented, and when somebody be like, "Hey, can you do this?" I'm like, "Of course." Even if I don't know how to do it, I do it, and I'm good at it. I'm good at everything I do. Not,
And
I'm
I
not.
think for me, I don't say, I mean, I also would never say I'm good at everything because that's also not true. But I realized
Not
that
being
I've
anything.
taken on a lot of new stuff that I've never done. Like this past year, I've done a lot of things that I've never done before. And I never once gave myself like the congratulations, like, you have done this, and this. Like, bitch, eat
Well,
a fucking cookie.
maybe you good
Like,
at.
God damn.
I've never done something just so bad where I'm like, well, I cannot do that. Have always everything I've tried to do. I seriously have done.
I mean, I can't necessarily think of something that I've failed at like miserably, but I also have not excelled 100% at everything. Like, there's things that I wasn't the greatest at, and me just being the person that I am,
Okay, so
I find ways to make it be good.
maybe that's what you're not hearing. I'm not saying I'm the best at everything I do. I'm not saying that because that's not
But
true.
I also, because I
But
know I'm not the best at it, I don't claim that I'm good at everything because in theory, I'm not good at it. I just learned to be better than what I started off with because I started off with knowing zero knowledge. Like, I'm not going to say I'm the best at coding. I learned how to code, but I'm not going to say I'm the best and I'm the greatest because that would be a motherfucking lie because I
no,
have
I'm
not.
good at
I
everything.
just learned Python and I'm not going to be out here saying, let me teach you. Let me teach your kids how to code.
Mhm.
As you
Because I
guys can
haven't.
see, Jametra and Jatasia live on, South Pole and North Pole, and they both need to find.
Middle
They both
pole.
need to find.
But no, I don't think I need to find a middle because it's not like saying like, okay, example. When I came down there, when I came to Texas last year to visit you, and I said I'm never going to a nail salon again because they pissed me off. It was like something with the price.
Oh yeah, that was horrible. They
Yeah,
did a horrible shaping.
it was a horrible experience.
Mm-hmm.
The When I came back home and my nails needed to be done again, I had never done my nails before, but I did my nails nicely.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine that somebody asked me like, "Oh my God, you know how to do nails?" They was like, "This like who did your nails?" And when I said me, they were like, "You know how to do nails?" Or even my hair. I'm not the best at hair, but I know how to do things to my hair, and I know how to do different hairstyles. All the time, people ask me, "Can you do my hair?" I'm I'm gonna say no.
She said, "Be clear."
But, okay, I
No.
ain't gonna say that. If you're my friend, I'm gonna say yes. But just I'm not out here like got a price list and stuff. When I say I'm
But don't give her no matted weave either, because
It was
and
matted hair.
and then that's another thing. I realized that to me, to me, her hair looked ugly. And I did it. I'm the one who did it. Like it looked bad. I would not have put that in my hair. If I would have done my hair and it came out like that, which I don't think it would have because our hairlines were just different. I think that had a lot
My
to
hair came out cute.
your hair did. And see, another thing, you let me do your hair. The only person I did your hair, I had done that before, but only on myself. I had never done that on anybody else. So when I say I'm good at everything I do, it's not like, oh, everything I do is just come out amazing. But no, when I try to do stuff and I look it up and I research it and I try to do it, it come out good. It come out like, this is your first time? That was good. Not that I can't grow and I can't get better because I can. Because even with my nails, I got a lot of like stuff to do. I got a lot of like products now to like, get better with it. And even from last year to where I am now with doing my nails, I'm way better. But my first time was still good. I'm good at everything I do. And I already know this is something my mama say too. So just she good at everything she do too. It's just
okay, so it was a learned trait. Got it.
Got it. It was passed down.
That's all you had to
It's a
say.
we're all
generational
just
trait.
good at everything we do.
You should have just said that. She should have
Yeah.
said that.
She should have led with that this is a generational thing. And then we would have just understood off that. But yeah, that was actually my last question. So
All right. Are you ready for our song? It's time for.
Why are you rubbing your throat like that?
I was massaging.
We're gonna do it. How we gonna be like, not that complicated. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, ready?
Mhm.
1, 2, 3. Not that complicated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta record.
Okay, so to just go along with the theme of Morgan's pop culture, are not that complicated. It's gonna be
Girl,
very
not
similar.
hold on. Why you keep saying your ear?
She thinks she
Please,
Debbie Ryan.
please stop.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, say you are in. Okay, no. Say that you are in a situation where you're getting ready to stop. This is perfect. You're going through a self-reflection moment. You're like, I'm gonna get off social media. I'm gonna cut the shit. I'm gonna really reflect on me. I'm gonna get good with God. I'm gonna get baptized. All that good stuff. But then you have a moment of weakness. And you're like, let me just get on Instagram really quickly. And you see somebody, you see this boy that you used to know back from high school, and you're like, damn, he looking good. So you slide into them DMs, and it's like, you real bold, and you're like, texting me. It's a little thirsty on my end, but hey, who am I to judge? So then y'all get to texting, y'all link up, and then next thing you know, the nigga never goes home. He has never gone home since that time that y'all have linked up.
Where is he?
He's at your house.
Not possible.
How he get there?
He is with you. And
For
let's
how
say,
long?
hold on, wait. Let's just say you're all cool and you're fine and dandy with this. Let's say you accepted this energy into your home. But also let's say that this nigga one day turns around and says, just let you know, Shawty, I'm still doing me. So I would hope that you still doing you. And kept it at that. What are you doing?
I can already tell you. Listen, niggas play stupid games, they win stupid prizes. I'm gonna be
Surprises.
a worse hoe than you. You want to play that game?
I will have you crying to your mother.
Literally, actually.
Do you want to play? You don't want to play those games with me because I will.
I know no boundaries.
I will move all of your stuff into the living room because I'm having company.
It's the limit does not exist.
It's not.
I will
Doesn't.
ask you, do you want to watch a movie with us because I'm having company? Like you will visibly see. You can't bring your bitches to my house because this is my shit. But my niggas will be in here. Even if I
And
never,
I will ask you to
ever before
move your shoes out the way for my company.
girl, just this man, I'm helping him out. Just don't worry about that.
Ooh.
I ain't
Right,
even
yeah,
gonna hold y'all.
he's falling hard on times.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. I completely stand Jametra's approach, truly, because we here. But you're not gonna be in my apartment, period, or my house. Like you're not gonna be in my as in Morgan's name is on it.
Yes.
And you go tell, first of all, it's a problem. You living with me and my name on it. It's not us or you. But
that was crazy.
That's next thing is you go tell me we're not in a committed relationship. Actually, I'm not living with nobody that don't put a ring on my finger, so we go start there.
I also agree. I'm not gonna say put a ring on my finger. I'm gonna say if you gonna be paying the bills, if we living together, you have to pay the bills.
I think that takes a different level of audacity and gall to sit in my face on my couch that
lay in my bed
and tell me that you still doing your okay. Well, then go
do your thing outside
with the girls that you doing your thing with, or go on
your thing at your mama house.
Because that's not what this is. That's very dumb. That's very
stupid. These niggas nasty. So what they will do is
he has holes in his drawers. Come on, man. He definitely doesn't wash his ass. No. Absolutely.
I was gonna say that these niggas are trifling and disgusting, and they will have sex with you. I mean, have sex with one person, then come to your house to have sex with you within hours of each other. They're gross like that. That without even washing their dick off, they would do that.
This is fact.
I feel like as a girl, we would at least take a shower if we finna be fucking people within a few hours.
Like, damn. Like, let me spruce up.
I don't even meet with the guy. I mean, I'm in a relationship now. I will not go see my boyfriend without taking a shower, whether I'm doing something or not. I just think that's weird.
I agree.
Yeah. I like to freshen up. I like to smell like something good.
Some vanilla marshmallow, some sweet.
Throw on my vanilla woods, have my shea butter.
But y'all, all y'all giving is much.
That's the one time
I don't like that.
lotion, you hear? Okay, because y'all know I be ashy. I'm not.
Yeah, y'all niggas be giving must, and I don't like it.
Yeah, it's giving very much onion.
Must and axe. I don't like it.
Onions and ass.
But I definitely agree. I'm not. A nigga tell me, you know, we ain't together. I'm just living here. Well, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Totally
we got beat.
Get your
I was saying that under the guise that I was okay with him. I was, I was helping him from the kindness of my heart because he had to go.
My heart not that kind.
No.
My heart isn't, but I was just,
she was going with the scenario. Yeah, no, I would do a twofer. Like I would do a little bit of Jametra, and I would also do the Morgan. You're gonna get out, but you want to play those games. I can play better.
Yeah, while you moving out, let me have my next nigga come watch a movie, and we can watch you move out together.
We're not gonna help. We're gonna watch.
Yeah,
we might be cooking.
I would be so disrespectful. Even if I'm not having sex with something, you could be sitting right next to me. I'm on the phone with him, keying everything.
You already know the level of my disrespect.
Being that disrespectful.
I was in a relationship being this disrespectful just because that man played with me. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
You made one mistake.
It was the way, y'all. I'm gonna go with initials. It's the way that me and G was on our way to Walmart, and I was on FaceTime with S over the Bluetooth in the car, and S started playing "Don't" by Bryson Tiller. I was like, oh. Don't. And I turned it up. It was when I say I'm disrespectful when you play with me, don't do that.
Cut that shit up, Quay.
Right. Don't play them stupid games. Especially
Don't.
with bitches nowadays. We not like them. No. We ain't-
No,
oh, this
I'm not
This not
Viola
no baby
Davis.
boomer attitude. I'm giving you every inch of millennial tease. I ain't taking that.
But
huh?
like,
I
No.
ain't
please,
doing that because I
please,
can open a bank account by myself. It ain't 1975.
Right.
literally,
So we could go get us a
literally,
job down at the McDonald's if we had to. We ain't gotta be
literally.
worried about
Okay,
you.
okay.
I said if we had to. We obviously don't have to.
Far, super
She said too
far.
far. She said, "Bitch, you took it too far."
It's just the idea.
Idea that we
I
can
ain't
get a
working at
job.
McDonald's either. But if I
No,
had to get a job anywhere doing anything just to make ends meet for myself and my kids, we
oh,
could
I would do that. Yes, and
like
if we're,
And
we're
most of our a lot of well, I won't say most, but a significant amount of our peers are educated. So, and I
and if
mean
we're
the
covering
females
all
because
bases, I don't need you for the check either.
ooh,
So
oh, oh,
so
well, y'all looking more useless by the day.
because a lot of their penises be
Clearly, if we with y'all, then we really like y'all because it's not like we really need it.
we never needed it. That I think
yeah,
that's the
I was
first
gonna
mistake
say
that niggas
we
make.
never really just need it.
We
Like,
never we never need you niggas, okay? And I'm gonna need y'all to get. I'm about to give y'all something real right now. Y'all gonna always need us, but we are never gonna need you. And I'm sorry to break it to you. I'm sorry to be the one to break it to you, but it's simply just a fact.
That's
Just a fact. Because
the offended facts.
if you just simply look at all the men you may know in your life that are single, that are older, what are they doing? They're either bored out of their mind or they're chasing after some cootie cat. So what
Yep,
does that tell you? I'll wait.
we got time. Not a lot. But
I rest my case. You always need me. I will never need you.
bangs gavel. Case dismissed. Next.
next caller.
Next ticket on the docket.
Oh,
Thank you.
We have the male species versus
right.
Versus the gorillas.
Right.
All right, who you have your money on?
gorillas.
I got my money on the gorillas.
I was like, you niggas better stop trying to play stupid games, cause y'all only gonna be mad at the end.
Literally.
You will get a
Lit.
Mad and lonely.
The only thing. That is the only outcome from you. You're going to be mad. Like,
That's it.
sorry to break it to you, pal.
Not even that sorry.
That all we have to do is simply breathe, and the next niggas are coming in. Like, they got to put in a lot of work. We, on the other hand, don't have. Not saying that these are all good catches. I'm just saying we have.
They're there.
Yeah.
That's
They're
all.
there. So I need these guys to wise up. Our ex Naomi.
Also, word to the wise. Why are you slide? Why am I sliding in somebody's DMs?
I'm
I
not
would
shooting
never.
no shot.
What?
No, I ain't
Why
never
am
doing
I
that.
doing that?
And it's cute when the girls be on Twitter and they're
Be like, I shot
in
my shot and it worked. I'm like,
relationships.
oh, cute.
Y'all
No.
shoot y'all shot. No, no, I'm not doing that.
Mm-mm.
Never.
I lightweight shot my shot one time, and I was like, I would never do this ever again. I don't even. I even from like I don't know since I was like
What
in
you
fifth grade.
said? What did you say?
Yeah, what
Oh, I
happened?
just sent a GIF. That's why I said it was
Oh,
lightweight. It was nothing like no. I just sent a little
okay.
GIF.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was
All
very
right.
very lightweight. Like literally since I even knew I was interested in guys, I always said I would never ever ask a guy to be my boyfriend. I remember hearing girls like, "Oh my gosh, ask me to be my boyfriend." I'd be like, "That's
Oh,
fucking
you're not
ghetto."
gonna pull a Chrissy and propose? Chrissy said,
I'm
Fuck
not
no.
even saying I love you first. Bump that.
"Oh,
No,
I'm definitely not telling the nigga I love you,
Oh,
bro.
I've done that before.
I
I
hope you
can't.
never do it again. I
Me
hope
too.
you learned your lesson. You
I
should never
just
do that again.
don't.
I mean, I've conducted a study,
Oh,
but
you should never do that again.
both outcomes are bad, so it really doesn't
Exactly. I was
matter.
like, look, and here we are. You should never do that again.
No, honestly, it doesn't matter which one you do. If
I
you do
don't
it
know.
first, last, never, both
It's
outcomes.
like I could love you, but I'm not saying nothing. Like, I'll
Yeah, I've
wait.
only done it once. All the other times they said it first, and I would just be like, because I've also said it. I've said it and didn't mean it before. I'm just like, and I've also said thank you.
I literally said that for the truth or drink, she was like, "What's one of the biggest lies you told?" And I was like, "I went through this whole relationship telling this man I loved him, and I really didn't."
Oh yeah, I've definitely done that before. Someone, I love you, and I'd be like, I love you
Love
too,
you too.
or I love you, thank you,
That's so amazing. I love me too.
thank you. I just thank you.
Or I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, I love that you feel that way." I've said that before.
I'm gonna use that one.
Oh
That's
my
a good one
gosh, that's great that you feel that way.
because
Wow.
it's giving excitement as if like yeah, I like that
You're
one. I like
excited
that
that
one.
they feel that way about you, but so
Yeah,
excited that they forget that you didn't say it back.
Yeah.
exactly. Yes, taking that one because sometimes the
But
thank you.
then sometimes it leads into them like going into this declaration of why they love you. But like, oh yeah, obviously I do because blah blah blah. And then you just be like, I'm so
Thank
glad you
you.
feel that way. I do the same thing. Oh
You.
my gosh, I'm so glad you feel that way about me.
I'm definitely known for the oh, thank you. That's me.
I'm more of a
Yeah, I definitely text the oh, thank you.
Blush face.
Exclamation mark.
I just send the emoji with a smile, the one with the red cheeks.
Giddy ass.
And I'd be like this.
We're going to jail. Well, I'm not because I don't do stuff like this no more.
Okay, miss, I got a man.
Right.
It's not even about not
tell us.
no before I got into a relationship, I stopped letting people think I love them when I don't, or that I like them when I don't. If the flip switched, the flip switched.
Maybe I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, me either.
Cause like there's those dudes that at one point you were like hard up, you really liked them, and then they did something. And
Okay, yeah. I was more so referring to people that just like you and you simply do not.
Oh, I just started not replying instead of yeah. So this
Like,
is
sorry,
nothing.
not sorry, pal. Find someone else to exclaim your love to because it's only been 2 days over here, so I'm sure you can find
Love don't
someone
live
else.
here anymore. It is. I think it's very weird. Which we should have an episode about guys who like jump the gun when they just met you. Like,
Weirdos.
They're fucking
Weirdos. Did you guys see that tweet about that guy saying, "Oh, so you're telling me you don't like to get your booty ate from the back or whatever he said?"
do you know my last name?
And she was like, "What?" She was like, "What he say?" And he was like, "LOL, I was just asking." He was like, "What you doing though?" And she was like, "What?" She said, "Is something wrong with you?" He said, like he literally said, "All I asked was what you doing, nigga."
No,
That's not all you asked.
we're not brushing past that.
See, those
No.
people,
Not what
I
you asked.
ignore them. I'm scared of those kind of people.
Me too.
They irritate me. Or they'll call me like bae or baby,
Yes,
and it's
I'm
like
scared.
Ooh,
it's
no.
been 12 hours,
Yeah.
sir. You don't know me.
Yeah, no, that's weird. That's weird.
That has happened to me a lot of times, and I'm like, where are we getting? Is something wrong with you, or am I doing something? I had to ask myself before. I was like, damn, am I doing something to make people think that?
Am I picking up something that they're dropping? I mean, am I dropping something that they're picking up? Because I need to stop dropping that
No,
shit.
Literally, like,
it's 10 times out of 10 it's them being delusional.
yeah, I did come to that conclusion, but I was just saying I had to talk to myself. I was like, okay, what are you?
Bitch, maybe you're too nice. Maybe you spend too many
It'd be like the come see me, sir. This is the
Hmm?
second message in the thread. Don't do that.
2 o'clock in the morning. No.
Drop your location.
Don't do that. It'd
My
be like,
location is
hey,
with
this
Jesus. Go to
is
sleep.
so and so, and you'll be like, oh hey. So when I'm gonna see you, I haven't even decided if I'm gonna text you regularly.
Like,
Let's
didn't
get
even-
past that
I didn't
one.
even reply.
And now you didn't ruin it, because now you're blocked. Because now you expect too much from the gate, and I don't like that.
Weirdo. Niggas be weird, man. Niggas be
Sorry,
weird.
y'all, we're ranting, but niggas really just are.
Yeah, but that has been another episode of Not That Complicated. Make sure you are following us on Instagram at Not That Complicated Pod, and that you're subscribed to us on YouTube, you can simply search Not That Complicated Podcast, or you can save yourself some time. Just follow us on Instagram. There's a link in the bio that directs you to all of that. Because sometimes I ain't gonna say nothing, but sometimes it's just a lot easier if y'all just click one button instead of multiple. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure that you guys give us a rating and you leave us a review and subscribe on Spotify. And if you're feeling fancy, you can follow the host. You can follow me at Sotasia, SEAUXTEJAH.
Me at 2_Jametra, Jametra.
And I am Moashko on all platforms. That's Moashco. You already know. Coming through the dough. Drop it to the flow. About to give
About to
you.
get Mo. Ooh.
That's the one.
Purr. I like that, Carisha. Like that.
Please, Santana. Please.
Said this shit.
Let me see if you can walk.
All right.
That was a lot.
You're going to jail. You're canceled. I hope you know. You're being.
Said that. No, huh? He said, I want to see.
You're enabling the ableist.
Well.
We're going to see y'all next week because we're not doing this. Bye, y'all.
Peace out.
Bye.